April by a score of 1-0. The rookie Maddie Donleen providing the difference maker in that one. And we're underway here at Providence Park in Portland, Oregon. The Portland Thorns in the all-black today. The rain in the light tops, blue shorts, and we bring out the black kits because it is a scorching 89 degrees at the moment, even hotter on the turf down there. Kate Scott and Lori Lindsay, so happy to have you with us here this afternoon. Lineups at the bottom of the screen. Only changes for the Seattle Reign. Jordan Heitema in for G up top, and here's Adames. Adames is gonna roll this one in if she's onside, and she is. Another early goal by a youngster. And Seattle have the 1-0 lead.
Foot press as high as possible early on, but this is the player, Jess Fishlock, that you want on the ball time and time again because of that ability right there to be able to play the final pass. Just gets a little bit of a space, but look at that run from Adames. Just sitting on the back shoulder, sneaks in at the last second to keep herself onside. But it's how quickly they turn defense into offense.
Cascadia rivalry in the first minute back in May of 2017. But my goodness, in just the third minute here today, the 19-year-old Dallas, Texas native and Portland Thorns coming right back. That's Pietra Torden, the 21-year-old who got it.
Well, it's an excellent step from Hina Sagita initially and Torden.
Quick restart, and Arena Reyes has a go. What a save by Claudia Dickey.
Get themselves back into this game. There's the foul. Everybody steps up, and then Moultrie, just wise to the occasion, looks to see if she can float that in behind. But it's the positioning behind the ball that allows them to be able to step up. It's an unfamiliar spot for her, so that is something that the Thorns are going to look at early and often throughout this game.
And a heavy touch there. Fleming ahead to Torden. Pietra Torden.
Shift quickly enough, that's when the gaps open. Look how spread out they are defensively, those three center backs for Seattle. Torden finds a little...
Shaw holds out right now with 13. Here comes Raylan Turner, the 22-year-old. Nice turn. Turner into the area, taken down, and a penalty coming for Portland.
To pull her out defensively, there's a little combination play, but that touch right there separates her from Bug, and then she just drives into the penalty spot. But look at that.
Sam Coffey stepping to the spot for Portland. And the coffee is hot as ever this afternoon in Providence Park. We're tied at 1 in the Rose City.
The attacking third, that time Raylan Turner does such a good job of stepping up, driving into the box, creating the foul, creating the penalty kick, and then ice in her veins right there. Sam Coffey, with all the experience, steps up, just tucks it into that near post. Two-touch in the midfield, finding the wide areas for Portland.
McKenzie. Torden sneaks it ahead. Sugita, what a save by Claudia Dickey.
Her ability right in front just pops through, but love this from Torden. Through the defenders, little scoop to be able to find the path of Hina Sagita, and then immediately just goes to ground. Knows that was the opportunity to put them up 2-1. But once again, it starts with a defensive pressure.
4 goals in her sophomore season here in NWSL. Reyes deflected away. I mean, the little chip. Turner. And Raylan Turner makes it 2-1 Portland.
We've seen Raylan Turner do this, just so opportunistic. Does look like she's kept herself onside very last second, but is wise to it. Just a little lofted ball over the top that hangs up from her, from Jessie Fleming, but right here, just composes herself, takes it so well. Dickey's trying to make herself as big as possible, come off her line, but right there, as she lets it drop, takes it so nicely, slots it into that.
Turner with the go-ahead goal so far. Fancy footwork there. Moultrie. Dickey's behind it.
The ability to stretch this game. I love that ball in behind because immediately Raylan Turner's looking just to stretch, get in behind, and she's had Bug's name all game long so far, twisting, turning, and then picks out the right pass. Calm in that moment. Good stuff, good read from Holmes, but just too slow to get any sort of pressure on the ball carrier or Portland Thorns.
Now, Portland is unbeaten at home so far this season.
Best. It was always just that game that no matter where the teams were in the standings or who was good or who wasn't, it was like the game on the schedule.
Well, it was an exciting first half after Raylan Turner drew the foul that led to the penalty. And now the free kick here. Looking for Thorns. Back post, Moultrie. Dickey gets a hand to it. Sugita bounces it down, still loose. And somehow the rain prevents goal number 3.
Yeah, that was a super tough challenge from
Moultrie asking for it. Headed away by Huerta. Coffee. Sugita just couldn't get enough on it.
You make a really good point, because even before that April game,
Sugita the volley. Obeys. Oh, what a move. Olivia Moultrie deflected, and it's in! Reina Reyes! 3-1 Portland!
little details, but also the shape behind the ball. And just look at the positioning of Moultrie. She stays out of it to give herself that little time to be able to do a shimmy, little drop of the shoulder to offset Meza, and to be able to serve that ball in. But it's all about overloading the 18-yard box, getting numbers into the attack, and then what a header that is from Reyes, because she doesn't need to do too much, just gets her head on it, tucks it away into that far post. Dickey's diving, doing whatever she can to get on it, going one way, tries to come back across.
It's settled in nicely, really coming on in her sophomore season now in NWSL. Here's Olivia Moultrie to serve. Looking for Obeys, just up and over the crossbar.
That is a vulnerability of Portland that Seattle hasn't exploited at all throughout this game. It's just on either side of Sam Coffey when she's the lone defensive midfielder. You can find that space.
Service from Curry. Fishlock! Seattle are not done yet. It just had to be. Jess Fishlock pulls one back for the Reign.
How many times do we say get the ball out wide? The positioning of Curry, Darlene on that wide areas for Seattle are going to be so critical. No one tracks Jess Fishlock. She makes a perfectly timed run, but look at that ball right into the path of her, so she can just meet it perfectly. Everybody's chasing defensively. Arnold's trying to get something on it, but that is a wonderful header down in between the. Should give Seattle a ton of belief to try to get something out of this game, even though it's been all Portland.
And here come the Thorns now. Sugita toward in. There's the fourth. Anything you can do, we can do better. 4-2. Thorns push the lead back to 2.
In front of goal, but it's just too easy defensively. And this has been the issue all game long for the Seattle Reign. Look at the gaps between those back three. Jordan keeps herself onside. First touch sets her up perfectly, then forces Dickey to go one way. At the last second just closes her hip so calmly, just inside the foot, past Dickey to increase the lead in just a split second right off of the kickoff. What a response, but what a fit. The table being so close. So these are why these games are so important, especially at home. Go Sam Coffey again, just directing traffic.
And they get it for Raylan Turner. Has Jordan in the area. Oh, Jordan! Just trying to deflect it and flick it towards the back post. And current Thorn Stars.
Yeah, just excellent play, but it all starts with Sam Coffey. Just the recognition that there's nobody to combine the area with the injury to Kaya Hanks. Had started this season so well for the Portland Thorns, goes down with an ACL herself. The loss of her and that verticality that she would present. Move Raylan Turner out wide, has more time and space to operate and create chances like that.
Curry one time in it towards the back post. Official no Adames. It's gathered by Arnold's, but that's better from the Reign. On to Sear. Ooh, just behind Biondolo, but official grabs it. Out wide to Adames, scored the first goal for the Reign. And Maria Adames just over the bar. Waiting for the final whistle. Crowd can sense it. Reign have to be careful. Linehan just over the bar. Oh, what an exclamation point that would have been. And that will do it this afternoon here at Providence Park, as the Thorns stay undefeated at home on the season, and the Captain Coffey leads her Thorns to the